Do you ever wake up feeling a bit diminished? Like the energy you once had is a distant memory? Or that spark you felt in your younger days has faded into the background? Maybe you found yourself saying, "Well, I'm over 60 now. This is just how it is." Or perhaps you've heard friends or even doctors casually mention that certain declines are just an inevitable part of aging for men. It's a painful reality that many men internalize, leading to a quiet resignation about their physical strength, mental sharpness, and even their intimate lives. But what if I told you that much of what you've been led to believe about aging as a man after 60 simply isn't true? What if those so-called inevitable declines are actually just persistent myths that hold you back from living your best, most vibrant life in this video? We're going to debunk 3 of the most pervasive male myths that are unnecessarily limiting men over 60. And I'll share what a doctor truly knows about keeping you strong, sharp, and thriving. It's time to rewrite the script on what aging means for you. Watch to the end for something that will surprise you. Now, let's dive straight into the first big myth that truly holds so many men back: the idea that a significant decline in strength and muscle mass is an unavoidable consequence of getting older. You might have noticed it yourself. Perhaps lifting things feels harder. Your posture isn't quite what it used to be. Or you just feel generally weaker. The common narrative is that after a certain age, your muscles just naturally waste away, and there's not much you can do about it. You might even hear the term sarcopenia and think it's a guaranteed sentence for every man over 60. But here's the truth. And it's a powerful one. While there is a natural, gradual loss of muscle mass with age, it is absolutely not a steep, unchangeable cliff you plummet down. Much of what people experience as drastic decline is largely due to inactivity, not simply the passage of time. Think about it. If you don't use a muscle, it shrinks. It's the body's efficient way of not wasting energy on something that isn't being utilized. The good news is, you can fight back, and often reverse, a significant portion of this so-called inevitable decline. The secret, which isn't really a secret to medical professionals, is regular resistance training. This doesn't mean you need to be bench pressing cars or spending hours in a gym with heavy weights. It means challenging your muscles in a way that encourages them to grow stronger. This could be as simple as using resistance bands at home, lifting light dumbbells, or even using your own body weight for exercises like squats against a wall, push-ups against a counter, or stepping exercises. Consistency is far more important than intensity when you're starting out. Aim for 2 or 3 sessions a week, focusing on major muscle groups. You'll be amazed at how quickly your body responds. Even if you haven't lifted a weight in decades, your muscles still have the capacity to adapt and grow, and that capacity doesn't suddenly vanish at 60, 70, or even 80. The benefits extend far beyond just feeling stronger. Building and maintaining muscle mass has a profound impact on your bone density, helping to prevent osteoporosis and reducing the risk of debilitating fractures. It also improves your balance and coordination, making you less prone to falls, which are a major concern as we age. And here's another less obvious but crucial benefit: muscle tissue is metabolically active. This means it burns more calories even at rest compared to fat tissue. So, maintaining muscle helps with weight management and can improve your body's ability to manage blood sugar, reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes. It even helps keep your metabolism humming along. You see, the doctor's perspective isn't about avoiding decline. It's about actively promoting thriving. It's about understanding that your body is incredibly adaptable and resilient, given the right stimuli. Think of it like this: your car might get older, but if you keep up with the oil changes, tune-ups, and fill it with good fuel, it will run smoothly for much longer. Your body is the same. The fuel here isn't just about movement. It's also about what you put into your body. Adequate protein intake is absolutely crucial for muscle synthesis and repair. As we age, our bodies become a bit less efficient at processing protein, So men over 60 often need more protein than younger individuals to maintain and build muscle. Aim for sources like lean meats, poultry, fish, eggs, dairy, and plant-based options like lentils, beans, and tofu. Distributing your protein intake throughout the day, rather than just having a big chunk at dinner, can also be beneficial. For example, a high-protein breakfast of eggs or Greek yogurt can kickstart your day. And remember, hydration is key. Muscles are primarily water, and dehydration can impair their function and recovery. So, carry a water bottle and sip throughout the day. It's a simple change that makes a significant difference. Debunking this myth of inevitable decline is empowering. It means you have agency over your physical future. You don't have to accept weakness. You can, and should. Take steps to reclaim your strength, improve your balance, and boost your overall vitality. It's not about becoming a bodybuilder, but about ensuring you have the strength and capability to enjoy your life fully. Whether that's playing with grandchildren, enjoying your hobbies, or simply feeling more confident and capable in your everyday activities. This isn't just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years. So, consider how you can gently introduce more resistance and purposeful movement into your week. You might be surprised by the power you still possess, now that we've firmly debunked the myth about inevitable muscle loss. Let's tackle another area where many men over 60 feel a profound sense of resignation: the myth that sexual health and intimacy automatically disappear or become irrelevant. This is a particularly sensitive topic, often shrouded in silence and embarrassment, leading many men to suffer alone. The common belief is that declining libido, erectile dysfunction, and a general lack of sexual interest are simply part of the package deal after a certain age. You might hear jokes about things not working like they used to, or you might quietly observe changes in your own body and assume that your days of intimacy are simply behind you. But here's the truth, and it's one that many doctors wish more men understood. While there can be physiological changes that occur with age, such as a natural decrease in testosterone or altered blood flow, these do not equate to a guaranteed end to a fulfilling sexual life. In fact, for many men, intimacy can evolve and even deepen in later life, becoming more focused on connection, pleasure, and emotional closeness rather than solely on performance. The biggest myth here is that a decline in sexual function means a decline in sexual possibility. What's often overlooked are the lifestyle factors that play an enormous role. For example, conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and obesity, which become more prevalent with age, can significantly impact erectile function. These conditions affect blood flow, nerve function, and hormone regulation, all crucial for sexual health. So, by addressing these underlying health issues, you're not just improving your general well-being, you're often directly improving your sexual health too. This brings us back to those fundamental habits: a healthy diet, regular physical activity, and maintaining a healthy weight. These aren't just for looking good or preventing heart attacks. They are profoundly linked to your vitality across the board, including your bedroom, eating a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, and low in processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats, supports healthy blood vessels and circulation, which is vital for erectile function. Exercise, particularly cardiovascular exercise, strengthens your heart and improves blood flow throughout your body, including to areas critical for sexual response. Think about it: if your heart and blood vessels are in good shape, everything downstream works better. Beyond physical health, mental and emotional well-being are huge players. Stress, anxiety, depression, and relationship issues can all significantly dampen libido and impact performance. If you're constantly worried, overwhelmed, or feeling disconnected from your partner, your body's natural response might be to shut down non-essential functions. And for some, that includes sexual desire. Open communication with your partner is incredibly important. Expressing your feelings, fears, and desires can lead to mutual understanding and a greater willingness to explore what works for both of you now. It's about redefining intimacy on your own terms, not just accepting a decline. And if you are experiencing persistent issues, please do not hesitate to speak with your doctor. They can assess hormone levels, check for underlying medical conditions, and discuss treatment options that are safe and appropriate for you. There are many effective treatments available for erectile dysfunction and other sexual health concerns, ranging from medications to lifestyle interventions and even devices. The myth that this is just how it is prevents men from seeking solutions and regaining a fulfilling aspect of their lives. A good doctor will approach this topic with sensitivity and provide solutions, not just dismiss it as old age. Remember, feeling connected and intimate is a fundamental human need. It contributes to your overall happiness, reduces stress, and strengthens relationships. The idea that this part of life must end at 60 is a disservice to men and their partners. By addressing overall health, openly communicating, and seeking professional help when needed, you can absolutely continue to enjoy a vibrant and satisfying intimate life, defying the pervasive myth that suggests otherwise. It's about understanding that vitality doesn't have an expiration date stamped on it, and neither does your capacity for connection and pleasure. Finally, let's explore the third pervasive myth that often plagues men over 60, the notion that significant mental decline, including memory loss and a decrease in sharpness, is an unavoidable part of aging. You might find yourself forgetting names more often, misplacing your keys, or struggling to recall information that used to come easily. The popular narrative suggests that your brain, much like an old engine, just starts to sputter and break down after a certain point. This belief can lead to a quiet anxiety, a fear of losing your cognitive abilities and becoming less independent. But here's the powerful truth that medical science continues to reveal. While there are some normal age-related changes in the brain, like a slight slowdown in processing speed, major cognitive decline is not a guaranteed outcome for every man over 60. Much of what is commonly attributed to inevitable aging is actually influenced by modifiable lifestyle factors. Just like with muscle strength and sexual health, your brain is far more adaptable and resilient than you might think, possessing what's called neuroplasticity, the ability to form new connections and even new brain cells throughout your life. The myth implies a passive decline, but the reality is, you can actively work to preserve and even enhance your cognitive function. So, what can you do first and foremost? Consistent mental stimulation is crucial. Think of your brain like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. This doesn't mean just doing Sudoku puzzles all day, though those can certainly help. It means engaging in activities that challenge your brain in new ways. Learn a new language, pick up a new musical instrument, take a course online, volunteer for a cause that requires problem solving, or even explore a new hobby that demands mental effort, like chess or photography. The key is novelty and challenge. Don't just stick to what you're already good at. Push your cognitive boundaries. Social engagement also plays a massive role in maintaining brain health. Loneliness and isolation are significant risk factors for cognitive decline. Regular interaction with friends, family, and community groups keeps your brain active, provides emotional support, and can reduce stress, all of which contribute to better mental function. So, make an effort to stay connected. Join clubs or participate in group activities. Beyond mental exercise, your physical health has a direct and profound impact on your brain. What's good for your heart is often good for your brain, because your brain relies on a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients delivered via healthy blood vessels. This means all the habits we discussed earlier, regular physical activity, a balanced diet, and managing chronic conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol, are equally vital for your brain. Aerobic exercise, in particular, has been shown to boost brain health by increasing blood flow and promoting the growth of new brain cells. Even a brisk daily walk can make a difference. When it comes to diet, Think of foods rich in antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, and B vitamins, berries, leafy greens, fatty fish like salmon, nuts, and whole grains are all brain-friendly choices. Reduce your intake of processed foods, excessive sugar, and unhealthy fats, as these can contribute to inflammation and negatively impact brain health over time. And let's not forget sleep. Adequate, restful sleep is essential for memory consolidation and cognitive repair. During deep sleep, your brain literally clears out waste products that can accumulate and contribute to cognitive decline. If you're struggling with sleep, address underlying issues like sleep apnea, restless legs, or simply improving your sleep hygiene, consistent bedtime, a dark, cool room, and avoiding screens before bed. Finally, managing stress is paramount. Chronic stress can flood your brain with cortisol, a hormone that, in excess, can be damaging to brain cells, particularly those involved in memory. Techniques like meditation, deep breathing exercises, spending time in nature, or engaging in relaxing hobbies can help reduce stress and protect your brain. The myth that your brain is just destined to decline is incredibly disempowering. The truth is, you have significant control over its future. By consistently challenging your mind, staying socially connected, prioritizing your physical health, getting enough sleep, and managing stress, you can defy this myth and maintain your mental sharpness, memory, and overall cognitive vitality well into your later years. This isn't about avoiding every forgotten name, but about preventing significant, debilitating decline and empowering you to remain independent, engaged, and mentally agile for a long, vibrant life. Your brain is capable of lifelong learning and adaptation, and it's never too late to start investing in its health. So, we've walked through 3 powerful myths that have unnecessarily limited countless men over 60, the false belief that muscle and strength must inevitably vanish, the notion that sexual health and intimacy are destined to disappear, and the pervasive idea that mental sharpness and memory loss are unavoidable. What we've uncovered is a liberating truth. Much of what is attributed to old age is actually a result of modifiable lifestyle factors. And your body and brain are far more resilient and adaptable than these myths would have you believe. Remember, your muscles can still grow and strengthen with targeted resistance training and adequate protein, helping you maintain balance, mobility, and an active metabolism. Your intimate life can continue to be fulfilling and connected, evolving perhaps, but certainly not ceasing, especially when you prioritize overall health and open communication. And your brain, that incredible organ, can remain sharp and engaged through continuous learning, social connection, and the same healthy habits that benefit your body. These aren't just minor adjustments. They are profound shifts in perspective that can literally change the trajectory of your later years. Small, consistent steps in any of these areas can lead to significant improvements in your overall well-being, energy levels, and zest for life. You're not just adding years to your life, you're adding vitality, purpose, and joy to those years. It's about being proactive, understanding your power, and choosing to live a life that defies societal expectations of aging. You have so much life left to live, and so much potential to unlock. Don't let outdated beliefs dictate your future. I truly hope this conversation has given you a renewed sense of hope and purpose. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Have you found ways to debunk these myths in your own life? What's one small step you feel ready to take after watching this? Share your insights and questions in the comments below. Your story could inspire someone else. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps us reach more men who need to hear this message. And if you want more practical, encouraging content to help you live your best life at every age, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. Remember, age is just a number. Vitality is a choice you make every single day. Live your best life at every age.